The title of this video is drawn by what I think is going to be one of the most common parallels we're going to see in Fortune's Weave, and that is the side-by-side comparison between Edelgard and Theodora. Both are prominent noblewomen that seem to be destined to be queens and value the strength to rule. They're both blonde and strong-spirited, and so it'll be very easy to compare them. But what if I told you that I think they might actually be radically different despite all this? And I guess depending on your vision, what if I told you Theodora could actually be evil? I mean, I made a video before Three Houses released in which I talked about whether or not Edelgard was evil, so why don't we talk about this with Theodora too and analyze her just like we did in the Dietrich video. But before that, if you've been enjoying my coverage of this new Fire Emblem game, please take a minute to leave a like and subscribe because, trust me, it's only going to get better from here, and it kind of helps me out, so why not? Just like I did in my last character analysis video, we're going to break down the physical attributes and the way she looks first. Theodora is a blonde, green-eyed, dark-skinned woman that wears a headdress with two horns coming down from it. She wields a lance in her left hand and is a noble that fights on foot. Her armor is actually rather interesting because it's pretty sparse. She has this odd kind of stomach plate that's golden and goes all the way down to her groin area. She also has arm armor on the right side that seems to end in some kind of metallic glove, but it's only on the right side and not present on the left, as it looks like she wields her spear in the left hand, so I guess it would get in the way of that. She also has a large red and black cape, as well as a red leg guard on the left leg from the lower ankle up to the knee. In addition to that, she's just got a lot of golden bangles on her arms, legs, around her neck, as well as some golden loop earrings that definitely signify that this woman is a royal. Her complexion is also very serious. As a matter of fact, the very first clip we see is her staring into our soul with one wide open green eye that is honestly kind of unnerving. In some of the clips, she also looks borderline angry. And of course, it wouldn't be an analysis video without me drawing the parallel to Edelgard, as she strikes almost the same exact pose that Edelgard does in one of the Three Houses trailers, where she's commanding the army with the arrows shooting out from behind her. So, does this design make her look evil? Well, yeah, absolutely. As I described in my Edelgard video previously, gold, red, and black are all very royal colors, but they have been previously associated with emperors. And more often than not, this does carry a negative and villainous connotation in Fire Emblem. I had them listed previously, but Edelgard, Arvis, and Rudolph all have similar color schemes, and we all know what they have in common. Knowing that, can we judge a book by its cover? Certainly not, but when you're being carried around by people on that little throne thing like she is, looking down at us like peasants, I don't know, it feels pretty damn Disney cartoon villainish to me. But I won't just go off looks. Let's talk about some of her quotes and see how she relates. I think of all the characters, she actually talks the most in the trailer. She has quite the long soliloquy, and she says, "What I seek is a great strength, an unyielding strength for any foe, sheer strength to uphold the faith I hold dear. Above all, I need strength to lead my people, strength enough for a queen." This actually tells us a lot about Theodora's personality. While Dietrich was obsessed with killing a specific thing, Theodora's goals seem more focused on her own self-improvement for the greater good. The word strength is said 5 times just in these 5 small sentences, pretty much once in each phrase, so I think you get the message that she really values strength and it's something she wants more of. Once again, power and strength are also generally associated with a negative connotation when it's that obsessive, so we'll keep that in the back of our minds. Her third sentence, though, focuses on the strength to uphold the faith that she holds dear. I wonder what that faith is. In Three Houses, there was a great emphasis on the worship of Saros and keeping that religious status quo. I wonder if here there's going to be a religion-based faction. It certainly wouldn't surprise me, I mean it's a JRPG, but this is legit the only time we see it mentioned in this trailer. Does she perhaps worship the sovereign and is fighting on his behalf? Or is there some other religion that she's fighting to spread and uphold? Of course, there's always the possibility that she's not even referring to religion, and more so referring to an actual faith that she has in something else, and I would assume that could be faith in herself or faith in her own country even. Her fourth phrase focuses on strength to lead her people, so that reinforces it even further, but also shows you that her plight is not entirely selfish like Dietrich's seems to be, but it's more selfless on behalf of her country and her people. And of course, the last line says she wants the strength of a queen, once again indicative of the royal nature of this character and the level that she sees herself at in the game. Theodora is gonna be a problem. And I'm not saying this in a bad way, believe me, but I think she's going to be a very formidable foe who commands large armies, as we see by her use of battalions and her clips in the trailer. If you go up against her, you will probably face a lot of very strong and brawny warriors who will overpower you, and I might even go on a limb enough to say that this might be the more strength-based of the lords that we get to command. The army we see around her seems to consist of a lot of more brawny dudes as well, which leans into the fact that this woman may just be a warrior queen and come from a country of warriors. Her dark skin complexion seems to line up with that of Dagda or even Almyra, so I wonder if she has connections to those countries as well. Now, to answer the question that I referenced in the title of this video, is Theodora evil? Well, this trailer is certainly trying to make her out to be one, that's for sure. The constant scowl and looking down at you, as well as the very serious appearance, focus on strength, and commanding large armies makes her seem that way for sure. But honestly, I don't know if I'm convinced. If anything, she's one that would be more likely to surprise us and be completely selfless and want the strength purely to save her own people and be a good queen. We have naturally seen this go awry in Fire Emblem, I'm not stupid. But you never know. The horns, the armor, the serious complexion, and focus on power all lead into one direction, but we shouldn't always pigeonhole ourselves into thinking about that. Having said all of that, we don't really know that many details yet, but I think that's all I have regarding Theodora right now, and we'll continue to analyze the rest of the main characters one by one, so please let me know what you all think. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in another video very soon. Peace.